Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is First Coach. This is going to be our first video for our weekly outlook for the year 2023. Alright guys, so we are going to be analyzing gold and looking out for our entry. Okay, so looking at the charts, before I talk about what actually happened in the market last week and the week before, let us see what has happened in the markets right from November, December period. Okay, now if you have been following my channel and my videos over time, you realize that all through November, December period, you were taking more of buy position. All right, and the reason is because we established the fact that the market is turning to turning to the upside, and the market will continue to give us higher highs and higher lows. Okay, now I did a last video whereby I explained how you can identify the current trend with the market structure, and how you can know if the market is reversing by reading your market structure. Okay, so we are going to start from that exactly. If you don't really know how to read market structure to identify trends, then you will need to watch that video. I explain uptrend and how to identify a downtrend. Okay, now from what we have here right now, you can see that the market has been in an uptrend because the market continues to give us higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, up to the high that we have more recently. All right, and the reason for this is the fact that we can conclude that this is an uptrend because the market is giving us these higher highs and higher lows. Okay, now more recently we see the market give us these highs that we have here, low, higher high, and then the market breaks out from these obvious lows. Okay, now this is what we need to see: the market breaking out from these previous lows, not giving us any higher low, but then giving us a lower low right here, make us conclude that this market is turning to a downtrend. Okay, remember I said in that video that when the market is giving you higher high and higher lows, as long as this rule is still valid, the market is still in an uptrend. The rule becomes invalid when the market breaks through the previous low to give you a new low. Okay, then you know that the market is probably reversing. All right, so the same thing actually played out here, where we see the market reversing from this long uptrend that it has been. All right, so the essence of explaining that is the fact that we'll be looking out for a sell setup rather than looking out for a buy setup. All right, and the reason is because we've established from higher time frame perspective that the market is likely to reverse to the downside. Okay, so let's go down to a lower time frame to see if we can get an entry into this market. Now also, I identify this range. This pattern looks more like a flag, a bearish flag in this instance. You can see the market did a very big push down, all right, and then started to consolidate to the side, and then did a break from this level also. Okay, so the market will probably, following this pattern that this structure is showing us, move back to either this box or this box. So these two boxes are my selling zone that I've identified. Okay, so the market might pull back to this zone or pull back to this zone, and then we pick our selling zone. Okay, now the reason why I have this zone, these two zone marked out, is the fact that if you are a long-term trader, okay, you might probably wait for the market to push down to this zone and then pick yourself. But if you're a short-time trader, a scalper, or you just want 30-50 pips out of the market, the probability that the market will have some rejection around 1870, 1871. Okay, so you might just have your sell limit around this zone. You can also have your sell limit around this zone and see how the market will play out. Okay, now all my sell entry will probably expire at 1832, and the reason for saying that is the fact that look at this support zone that we have here. So I trade more of support and resistance, and I believe that this zone will play a significant role in pushing the price to the upside. Okay, so any sell entry you are taking should expire around 1832. Okay, any sell you are taking should expire around 1832, and then get out of the market. All right, so if there's going to be any major news in the market in this week that will push the market aggressively, then we can expect the market to get to this zone this week. And if there's no major event that will push the market that aggressive, we can hold the market, we can hold our entry till it gets to our TP. All right, so just like I said that I'm looking at this 1832 to be a very key level that will move, that might probably push the market to the upside. You can see how this level also play out. Okay, when the market, even though it did a very big movement to this zone, there is kind of correction, okay, back to the upside before the breakout. Okay, so we can expect the same thing to happen here. I strongly believe in support and resistance. I know the level will hold. It might not be all 100% accurate, but then there is probability that the market would have some kind of reaction at a key level like this. Okay, so instead of you waiting for the market to give you, all the emotions around that level, just put your TP there and get out of the market. All right, so like I said, we are looking for a short position first around this level. So this is going to be a short trade for us. If you are picking around 1871, if you are picking any sell entry around this zone, it's going to be a short trade. Okay, so we can take the sell back to this low. If you are waiting for a sell, you can have your sell limit around this zone, and then see how the market will react. And then we can have another sell around 1886. Okay, and this should expire around this zone. Even you can stop out at 1840. Okay, so and the reason why I'm picking this zone is because this is a supply zone. Okay, if you know how to trade the Quasimodo strategy or SMCs, the smart money concept, this is a very key level. Okay, we have drop, base, drop. All right, so the market push back to the base and then continue to go to the downside. All right, so these are the two. This is what I'm actually looking out to on gold going into the week. So we'll just wait to see how the markets play out. And as we always do, we come back next week to do a review of the analysis we do the previous week, and we continue for the next week. Okay, so let's just see if we can see any setup on GU. So mostly I've been trading gold. I've been trading gold more recently. I've been focusing on gold. So let's just see if we can see anything on GU. Okay, from 4 hours perspective, there's probability that we have this level, and then we have this level right here. Okay, so I'm hoping this sell continues to come down to come and give us a lower low. Okay, now the reason for establishing this is the fact that, let me identify, we have drop base stop right there. Okay, so what will happen is maybe the market push up a little bit, come back to this zone, and then continue to the downside. Okay, because first we need to establish the fact that the market is in a strong downtrend. Okay, and then gives us this low, did a pullback to give us a lower high, and then the market will come back to give us a lower low. So we are just taking the market to come down to give us this lower low. Okay, now let me go to 1 hour so that you can see the level I actually marked out right there. So you can see this is the pullback, and the pullback is actually broken. This is the breakout from the pullback, and so from this pullback, I'm expecting this market to come down to give us a new lower low from this previous low that we have. Okay, so let's see what will happen on gold and on GU. And recently I also noticed that the correlation between gold and GU has not been perfect as the way it used to be. Okay, you have to get used to it. The market is so dynamic. What you notice this week might be different from what you will notice the following week. Okay, but personally I just realized that the correlation has not been 100% perfect. Sometimes you see gold moving up and you see GU coming down. This actually plays out a lot last week and the week before. So you see gold going up, you see GU moving down. You just have to make sure that you are in line with your analysis, and make sure that what you are doing is logical based on price action. All right, so I'm going to publish this so that we can come back next week and do a review of how our trade performance. All right, so cheers guys. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for dropping by guys.